So, we just got even more exciting updates and leaks on Skirk, and let me tell you, this character is shaping up to be one of the most interesting and high-synergy main DPS units Genshin Impact has ever seen. But what makes this even more insane is that she now harmonizes even better with Escoffier. We're talking next-level synergy that will create a new top-tier core. If you were already excited about Skirk before, just wait until you hear what these latest leaks reveal. In this video, we're diving deep into all the new crumbs, data mined information, and ability breakdowns surrounding SKIRK'S kit. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's talk about the future of Cryo Hydro meta. First, let's go over the new information about her damage scaling and team requirements. According to leaks from Hamdi Jirat, SKIRK'S performance is heavily dependent on her team composition. If her team isn't made up exclusively of Hydro and Cryo characters, she loses at least 30% of her total damage. That's a massive chunk, and it's based on a multiplier value. So not only does she benefit from being in an elementally consistent team, but she's actively penalized for not having one. This already tells us that she's designed with a very specific team archetype in mind, and that archetype is Cryo Hydro focused. Now, let's talk about her release timing. Skirk is expected to release in version 5.7 alongside Dahlia, a sword user from Mondstadt who is likely to be a 4-star. We don't know much about Dahlia yet, but the fact that they're releasing together suggests there may be some thematic or gameplay synergy between them as well. Still, Skirk is clearly the star of the show here. She's confirmed to be a single target focused unit, which is pretty refreshing considering how many characters recently have been AoE-centric. This makes her perfect for bossing and elite challenges and really makes sense, since we know the new Engame mode is only going to have world bosses. Her constellation, too, apparently isn't that good, which might be a relief to players who don't plan on spending too much money. You can get most of her power at Constellation 0, which is always nice. But what happens if you try to use Skirk outside of a Cryo and Hydro team? The answer is it's bad. Like, really bad. Her kit loses significant value, and her multipliers drop drastically. That's why her best team comp, according to current leaks, includes Furina, Escoffier, and Yelan or Shinha. And this team makes so much sense. Furina and Escoffier both provide off-field Cryo and Hydro damage or utility. Yelan applies fast Hydro and boosts damage, and Shinha is one of the best Cryo supports in the game. It's a dream team for Skirk's specific needs. Her energy mechanic is very simple cause she has her own special energy bar that gets charged through elemental skill usage. But I'll get more into that later. The burst itself deals damage similar to Keqing's burst animation in terms of flashiness and speed, but instead of being Electro, it's fully Cryo. Her Constellation 1 improves her charged attacks. Whenever she collects energy spheres with a charged attack, those attacks deal extra AoE damage. That's a nice boost for clearing small mobs, even though she's more focused on single target damage. Constellation 2 increases the special energy gained from her elemental skill and enhances her normal attack damage even further. But again, this constellation is reportedly not that impactful, so skipping it doesn't hurt your potential much. Now let's take a closer look at the text map leak, which gives us more technical details on her kit. Her stick severance effect is where things really start to get crazy. When Hydro or Cryo characters in the party deal damage, Skirk gains stacks of stick severance. Each stack lasts 18 seconds and grants different bonuses based on how many stacks she has. 1 stack gives plus 10% normal attack damage. 2 stacks give plus 20%. And 3 stacks gets you a massive 70% boost to her normal attack damage. And for her burst, each stack provides 5%, 15%, and 60% additional damage respectively. That's right, if you manage to keep 3 stacks active, you're looking at a 70% buff to normal attacks and 60% to burst damage. That's absolutely insane, and it's exactly why she's being built around synergy with characters like Escoffier and Furina, who can apply the required elements constantly from off-field. It gets even better when we look at the Phantasmal Rift mechanic. Whenever your team triggers Freeze, Superconduct, Cryoswirl, or Cryocrystallize, a rift is created near the enemy. These rifts appear every 2.5 seconds, and you can have up to 3 active on the field. While Skirk is in her special combat stance, hitting enemies near these rifts with charged attacks, it restores her special energy. All of this just screams high skill ceiling with high reward. But you know what it also screams? Synergy, especially with Escoffier. Let's talk about why Escoffier is so crucial here. She provides consistent cryo application and resistance shred, which helps Skirk hit even harder. Plus, she fits perfectly into that cryo-hydro comp Skirk demands. The more you think about it, the more it becomes clear that Escoffier and Skirk were practically made for each other. Hoyoverse for sure did this on purpose, cause from a gameplay perspective, it's a match made in heaven. We also got a little more insight about the new Endgame Abyss mode that Skirk might be designed for. Apparently, this new mode doesn't require you to fully defeat bosses in order to receive Primo Gem rewards. This is a great decision for players who might struggle with raw DPS checks. And if you've seen the leak about how even C1 Nuvolette and C2 Farina can't take down the new bosses easily, you know this mode is no joke. The enemies have tens of millions of HP, and they're designed to push your teams to their absolute limits. That might also explain why Skirk is so focused on high single target damage. She was made for this challenge. So to wrap this all up, Skirk is shaping up to be one of the most unique main DPS characters we've seen in Genshin so far. Her synergy with Cryo and Hydro units, particularly Escoffier, is insanely strong. Her internal energy mechanic rewards active team play and elemental reactions. Her stacking buffs push her damage to new heights. And everything about her kit just screams high-end gameplay and smart team building. If you're a fan of fast, stylish swordplay and building around elemental reactions, Skirk might be the character you've been waiting for. And if you're planning to pull her, you might want to start saving now, especially if you're also eyeing Escoffier. Because together, these two might just break the meta. But as always, remember, leaks are just leaks. As exciting as all this information sounds, it's important to keep in mind that nothing is officially confirmed until Hoyoverse reveals it themselves. Kits can change, mechanics can be reworked, constellations might be completely different in the final release, or characters might even get delayed. We've seen it happen before, and it can definitely happen again. These leaks are amazing for getting a general idea and starting to plan ahead, especially when you're managing Primo Gems or deciding what banners to skip or save for. But don't treat any of this as 100% set in stone. Until it's in the game, it's still just a possibility. Stay hyped, stay informed, but don't stress too much or overhaul your whole account just based on early info. And if anything changes, I'll make sure to update you right here. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for all the latest. Let me know what you think of SKIRK'S kit in the comments. Are you hyped? Do you plan on pulling both her and Escoffier? Or are you holding off for more confirmations? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more leak breakdowns and Genshin updates.